Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Christine. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me today. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today I will be working on this buffet hutch combination. It's been sitting in someone's basement for a very long time and deserves a little makeover and a new life, so let's get started. This piece is in pretty good condition. As I mentioned, it's been sitting in someone's basement for a number of years, just collecting dust. They didn't want it any longer, so we brought it home. I've cleaned it a little bit in the garage before I brought it in, but it needs a good, deep cleaning. It's very dirty, and before I can apply any paint, I need to give it a refresh and clean it really well. I love this oversized, chunky, extra long hardware on the sides of the doors. So I'll be keeping those and just changing the look a bit. I'll also give this a two-toned paint finish with some dark paint on the inside and light on the outside. Pretty basic, but it's just a really beautiful color combination. This flower decoration, I will keep that. But if I didn't like that, I could always fill that in with some spackling, sand it flush and smooth before I paint it. You can still see here that it needs to be cleaned even after I've cleaned it a little bit. It is missing all of the shelving and a few of the shelving brackets, which is a really easy fix. I can replace those. I'll throw away these plastic brackets because they're cracked and broken. For those of you who are curious, this piece is made by Drexel. You can see inside this drawer, their stamp right there. So first things first, I want to add some feet to the bottom of this piece. So I'll inspect the bottom to make sure that I can add some feet. I will vacuum all of the cobwebs. I'll clean it really well with a degreaser to remove all that gunk and grime over the years, and then remove the hardware to get it ready for painting. I want to remove the paint from this hardware, so I just grabbed an old pot that we obviously don't cook with any longer, and I'm boiling some hot water with some vinegar just to try and remove this paint. I actually think it's the hot water that does the trick. If you can try and scrub it with a toothbrush gently before the paint cools down, it removes a lot easier. But I want to try and restore this to its original condition and see what's actually underneath this paint. You can see what I'm left with here. There's still some paint left in those little nooks and crannies, but I normally like the look of this antique brass, but this is not what I was hoping for. And since I'll be keeping this piece in my dining room, I want to match it to a frame around a mirror, the same color. So I just grabbed one of my spray paint colors that matched the frame of the mirror. I think this is a champagne or a gold. I can put a link in the description below if anyone is interested. And I will paint the front and the back of all of these pieces. And then I'll finish it off with a matte clear finish just to give it some protection. It's time to start painting, and I'll be using Behr chalk paint. On the outside, the color is called Deep Thought. It's just a really neutral, pale gray. It matches with almost any decor, and I just love the blue undertones that it has. And then for the inside, I'll use charcoal, which is a very dark gray, and the color combination with these two are quite beautiful together. So let's get painting. As you can see, I ran and grabbed some wood shelves from Home Depot, and I just had them cut them down to the exact size that I needed. I got some new shelving hardware, so I just need to paint this to match the inside of the hutch. I've decided not to use all of the hardware. There were some pieces below the knobs that kind of dated it a bit, but I do always like to put everything in a Ziploc bag. Even when I change hardware on furniture flips, I always put the old hardware in a Ziploc bag in the top drawer in case anyone down the road wants to refurbish this piece again and wants the original hardware, it'll be there. As I mentioned, I'm adding these bun feet to the bottom of the piece to give it a little bit more height and personality, which I love to do on furniture pieces. So I will just attach this hardware to the top of the bun foot in the center, and then the 4 circles on the outside of the hardware I will attach to the bottom of my buffet, and I love how it looks. It just gives it a little bit more height and personality, and I absolutely love it. Let me remind you what this piece looked like before and then the after. I'll be decorating the inside of this piece during my dining room decoration video, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me today. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you join me back here for future projects. Give me a big old thumbs up. It certainly helps my channel, and I hope the rest of your day is absolutely wonderful.